Hey guys, it's day 8 on 55 days of momentum and creation, and just got a few insights to share with you today. We've got a special guest on the show today, besides Christy. Christy's always around somewhere, but often she doesn't want to jump on camera, but today she's pretty stoked. So we've been talking about the greatest Tesla story ever told, and just kind of tracking that one down. So today we went and drove the Model X, which is freaking cool. You do like 0 to 73 miles an hour, it seems like a couple of seconds, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's fun. We're just talking about that thing, you know, how to be the frequency of your life. And then we happen to bump into another friend of ours who
you can pump into me
lives in a
right.
very similar way. You know, he's just had some really cool stuff happen in his life, and talking about some other really cool people. And it's quite funny because the guy that he's staying with is buddies with the guy that we're staying with, and they're all mates with Justin Bieber, which is kind of hilarious. And I don't know, if we said everyone's name, you'd be like, this is cool. But the thing I think that my friend was saying is, you're not going out striving to create this. You're not trying to make it happen. It's just kind of like the awesomeness of showing up. And kind of like that, we just walked into a Converse store because it seemed cool, it had a good vibe. And we saw something there that was bespoke, how to get your Converse done. But we had a feeling, so we turned left, and somehow we saw this beautiful friend of ours. We're going to bring him on.
It.
There he is. Woo!
What's up?
Mr. J-Dog Gearing.
Hey team, how are ya?
It's good. So yeah, we just thought, just share a bit. What do you want to share with the guys? Some insights for your trip with the good vibes and...
Man, you know what? Like this trip for me, I got to promise myself not to speak American. It's just like this habit thing because people can't understand me here as well. But you know, the thing that I've really, as I almost run down some Americans, American. The thing I just love about this trip, it's just been such an amazing trip where, I don't know, man, like I've just felt so blessed. And I was, you know, having a conversation with one of my my best mate's wives last night, and she just looked at me and she's like, Jay, you know, I don't know why, but I just feel so blessed every single day. And these guys, they don't have a lot, you know, they don't have much money yet. They're building a company, they're, you know, working on their dreams and stuff. But it just really challenged me in a really positive way because that's how I try to live my life. But for this lady, this girl, you know, it's just effortless, and it really inspired me from that level because I'm like, man, it's so true. Like what we think about in terms of, you know, consciously or unconsciously, like we attract into our life, like we're talking about in the store before. And so yeah, so I'm feeling super blessed, super stoked to be here, super tripped out that I just saw you guys. Like literally 5 minutes before, I'm like, you'd sent me a little voice text through you know, WhatsApp or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I got to give Brock a call. And
then
you'd said I'd see you soon, and dang, in the store, these guys come up, and yeah, the rest is history.
Which is super cool, right? Because we said that as well in Daydream Island. We were talking about a lot of these things, and it's interesting. I think the more we talk and share about this stuff, kind of the reason I'm making these videos is, if we all lived this way, we wouldn't strive to try and pull one another down. We wouldn't try and rip on each other's dreams. We'd just go out and live it.
True, man. True, because you realise there's more than enough to go around.
There's abundance of everything. It's cool, right?
It's cool. Life is good. Life is amazing. And that's something you always said since I first met you guys. But it really has become more true. Not that it wasn't true before that, but at an effortless, conscious, but more so important, you know, subconscious level, like it's just become this reality and truth. And, you know, I've had opportunities open up, which, you know, I can't talk about right now. Watch this space. But, you know, opportunities which I didn't go looking for. It was, you know, just things that have pursued me, and I've said yes to almost before they popped up. So
I like it, man. Even this car, like Jay went and ordered the smallest car.
The cheapest.
He's like, we do that sometimes too. It's fun. We just go and do it just to see what happens. But you went and ordered the cheapest, smallest car.
Only because I'm saving money to shop.
Yeah, that's okay. I
just
don't care.
bought 4 pairs of shoes.
It doesn't matter. The fun thing of the story is this. He ended up with a Jeep Cherokee. He ended up with this beautiful car that just suits him.
Leather interior.
He's a rugged, handsome man, and now he's got a Jeep Cherokee. I think that's
single and ready to mingle, ladies.
This is the thing. Don't worry about too much of the how of it. I think is the message of this one. It's just, what do you love? Who do you like to spend time with? What do you want your life to be like? And focus more on that. You know, blessing one another. And I like that story of the people because, you know, it's the same for Christy and I. Sometimes we've got heaps of money, sometimes not, but we just want to keep pursuing our dream.
Yeah.
It's always the thing. And some people are going to look at you and think that success is, you know, a huge bank account. And that's cool. Maybe it is for you. And it definitely is part of it. But the whole thing, like living in alignment with the life you love, and just bumping into friends and then having conversations like this. And I don't know. Soon we'll be going skateboarding with Justin Bieber and
That's it, man.
drag racing Elon Musk in some Teslas. We'll just keep making this fun lifestyle up
Yeah.
and just keep creating reality. So, any final tips for anyone, Christy, Jay?
The thing that comes to mind is just I've been doing a lot of research into this whole concept of happiness, and there's so many different theories which you could sort of look at it from. But one particular angle I've just been honing in on, which I've always known to be true, but to hear like clinical psychologists and scientists sort of pinpoint through tests and research, they're saying that 90% of our happiness has nothing to do, in terms of long-term happiness, has nothing to do with our circumstances, our surroundings. They've identified that truly is our perspective on who we are in our world perspective we have of where it is we're at. That really is the dictator of happiness. And it's something which I genuinely believe. It doesn't matter what's happening, whether it's good or bad. Like that level, that deep knowing sense of I am where I am and I am who I am. There's nothing more powering than that. So
I like it, man. Cool insight.
cool. Rock on, guys.
Pleasure making these videos for you guys. If you've got any questions, put them below. Share it if you feel it's going to impact someone's life. But absolute pleasure to have Jay here today.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, it's cool. And Christy, any final comments?
Peace out.
Peace out.
I think Christy had an insight today too.
Oh, did I?
Christy had an insight today, which
Yeah, but
was...
you don't want your video to die.
No, don't worry about it. The
Ah.
thing Christy had today was do it how you want to do it. There's so many times we're trying to
Yeah.
structure our life in a way that everyone keeps teaching us. Some of that stuff's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to be like, someone was talking to Christy about it today, if you don't want to be on ClickFunnels all day, don't do it. You know what I mean? Even if you think it's going to give you something, if you're doing it same with that hidden agenda, it seems to limit you. And
True.
if you're doing it because you love it, so much more just freaking shows up. And Christy's an absolute testament to that. Always on to me about staying in alignment with that. But that's it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Rock
Bam.
out.
Oh, and bless one another. It said like
He's
5
very
endings.
good at that.
You got to
See
bless
you
one
later.
another. You
One
said
more
it there
thing.
too, that feeling blessed. I do it every time. Put your hands out, everyone. Put your hands up in the air and
Put
bless
your
one
hands
another.
up in
Woo!
the air.